victim of the crime. And the criminals are Stephen Miller and Pam Bondi and everybody at the fucking DHS who was involved with this, and Donald Trump and all of these. They are the criminals. That's the point. That's the point. He's subject to this dumbass mindset of, oh, if the president does it and he's a Republican, it can't be wrong. You're a child. Oh, my God.
This manufactured narrative, family man.
Manufactured?
Father of three, coming from the media, who with the same intensity talked about having children was bad for the climate, are now...
What the fuck are you babbling about, bitch? The only way he can even try to make a stretch of an argument is to beat up on a straw lefty, right? Remember when there was one weird article like 7 years ago that said having kids is bad for the environment? Well, I'm going to say it's the entire left that believes this, and I'm going to say that now they're hypocrites, because then they said having kids is bad. Now they say, this guy's a dad, he has kids. Do you realize how fucking stupid you look and how insanely far you have to reach to come up with a cockamamie bullshit argument that's convincing nobody anyway? Oh my God, this is insufferable. They would literally defend anything. They would defend anything. His brain is cooked. This guy's brain is absolutely cooked. And there is not a single shred of humanity left. And he knows he's wrong, which is why he said the thing about, like, I refuse to care about one person because I don't have the mental shelf space for that because I care about all the victims of the crimes of the undocumented. First of all, what kind of a fucking argument is that? If something's wrong, something's wrong. If you hear something's wrong and injustice is being done anywhere, you can think about it. You can go, you know what? That's fucked up. He's refusing to do that. And by the way, this is all so pretend. I mean, J.D. Vance was saying this shit too. Like, oh, I feel bad for the people that are the victims of the 20 million illegal immigrants that came in this country. First of all, that's not true. That many didn't come in. That number is totally made up. Second of all, Biden deported more people than Trump. But, like, think about how callous you have to be. There aren't that many undocumented immigrant violent criminals. There aren't that many. And guess what? Democrats and Republicans alike deport them. Trump has put a quota of 1,200 people that ICE has to kick out every single day. We are so far above and beyond. Oh, these are just undocumented immigrant violent criminals. That's why you're getting the horror stories. And this idiot goes, sure, they'll get it wrong once or twice. Once or twice? There's been a number of detailed reports that have come out. The low number is 75% of the people sent to this El Salvador death camp are totally illegal. The high number is 90% of them. No criminal record whatsoever, no problem whatsoever, and they got shipped to a death camp without even a fucking hearing. Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? And by the way, of the ones that do have a criminal record, most of them are nonviolent. And I'll go a step further. Even if they were violent criminals, this is not the way a civilized society functions. This is not the way the law works. You don't get to say, no hearing, no due process, no oversight, no day in court. Sorry, go rot away and die in a fucking hellhole built by a dictator. Are you out of your mind? They don't look. Bottom line is, they have fully dehumanized these people. They don't look. Anybody that the Trump regime swoops up in the middle of the night, they don't look at them as human. And right now, it's people who have not committed crimes but are immigrants to this country. Trump says, I also want to send American citizens there. It could be you. It could be me. You think they wouldn't justify and rationalize sending me to the fucking gulag? You bet your fucking ass cheeks they would. They'd dig up some comment I made about something and say, oh, he's a terrorist sympathizer, therefore he belongs there because he's basically a threat to do a terror attack. They would always come up with some sort of pathetic, weak excuse. And Donald Trump is not only destroying the Constitution, he's trying to take us back to before the year 1215, when the fucking Magna Carta went into place. The Magna Carta said, hey man, we have to have laws, and it has to be that you get your day in court, you get your hearing. If you're accused of something, the government can't just willy-nilly disappear you. We don't want kings. We don't want emperors. We want people who are accountable to the public, accountable to the rule of law. And he's going, no, fuck that. So let's review the facts here. Innocent man, totally innocent man, never committed a crime, wrongly sent, and they admitted it was wrongly sent to a slave labor camp in El Salvador with no hearing and no due process, right? And he's out here going, I don't care. Why would I care? Because something illegal immigration. Oh, is that how it works? Here's this other unrelated thing I don't like. Therefore, I'm okay with ripping up the Constitution, ripping up the Magna Carta, having no rules, having no process, having no law, and letting the whims of a fucking bloated, wet, beefy boy reality star bitch robber baron war criminal determine what's going to happen with everybody's life. So, look, now they're defending this. Like I said, what will they not defend? They've already had the debates around Greenland, right? It's not even just these assholes. Andrew Schultz, the comedian, was like, I kind of like it when he does the fucking Greenland shit. So, if you were ever, hey, how the fuck could the Nazis have taken over? These people were obviously psychos. They're obviously crazy. They're obviously violent. Why the fuck would anyone? You're learning right now how that happens. You're learning right now how that happens. If they're not willing to draw a line when he says we're going to steal Greenland, we're going to steal Panama, we're going to own Gaza and finish the genocide and the ethnic cleansing, if they're not willing to draw a line when people are being black-bagged and sent to a slave labor camp in the middle of the night with no hearing, no evidence of any wrongdoing, if they're willing to defend a trade war that's literally just going to effectively raise taxes on the bottom 95% of Americans and lead to mass layoffs and lead to de-dollarization in the world, if they're willing to defend these things, Trump could literally nuke the Cayman Islands tomorrow on a whim and not even give a rationale, and they would fucking defend it. These people are disgusting. These people are disgusting. You should have zero shreds of respect for them. And sometimes, at some points, we have to look in the mirror and say, you know what? I did what I could. And some people are fucking TFG, dog. There's just no reaching them. You don't got to worry about them. You got to worry about everybody who has some functioning brain cells left, who's not just a insane fascist, right? Don't waste your breath. Don't waste your breath trying to convince the cult members. These are cult members. He knows. He knows. You think he doesn't know? He knows. He knows he's innocent. He knows he's never been convicted of a crime. He knows there was no hearing. He knows they're lying about it now, relentlessly. He knows that this innocent guy is probably fucking terrified. Lord only knows if he's even still alive. He knows. And he's fucking defending it. He's defending it. Imagine if that was one of Greg Gutfeld's fucking family members and a Democratic politician did this. What would he say? What would he say if it was him and a Democratic president got rid of him? Shipped him to a fucking slave labor camp because he said, you're an enemy of the state. What about that? My guess is his reaction would be a little bit fucking different, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? But it's a brown guy. Who cares? His name is Kilmar Abrego Garcia. Who cares? Shouldn't have been in this country anyway, bro. This is the mindset. So now, even if they say you're an undocumented immigrant, so I think you should be deported. Now, they've escalated that to, not only do I support you being deported, I also think maybe you should be locked up for life with no recourse. In a functioning country, somebody coming out and saying something like Greg Gutfeld said here would get him literally fucking excommunicated from polite society for the rest of time. He would not have a platform. He would not be a fucking TV host. He would be a disgusting... I gotta stop. I'm going too far. I gotta reel myself in a little bit here. But the point is, nobody should listen to him. Nobody should take him seriously. Nobody should give him the fucking time of day. If this is the mindset of these people, it sounded better in the original German. You might as well start talking in German, because you're already fucking there, aren't you? Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.